Vision is home to all the greatest shows on dirt. World of Outlaw sprints, late models, and Super DIRTcar series. You also get DIRTcar Summer Nationals and weekly shows from America's top tracks. Dirt Vision has the best all-around live coverage with flexible options for casual and hardcore fans. No commitments, cancel anytime, apps for most devices. Get your Fast Pass now at dirtvision.com.
It's pretty dark.
Go. Slight left.
Straight back, you're looking great. Start slowing down. Break. Right. Oh, no, straight.
Missed it.
Yes, left. Okay, good. Damn it.
You got panic mode there at the end. Probably used some words that I shouldn't have. Go. Straight. Oh, no.
I stalled it.
All right, gas it up.
Just a little bit. Slow, straight.
Oh, boy.
I don't like this at all.
Left. Right. Stop. Straight. Left. Okay, pin it.
How you feeling, Sheldon?
Not good, but good enough to beat these boys.
That's right. Left. Straight. Open up a little. Go, little left. Oh, straight. And gas.
You didn't follow the course.
Not even trying. Hey, we're just playing the game.
Call us outlaws. We don't mind. We're young, we're old, and everything in between. You know, there are badass outlaws scattered all across the world, and we proudly wear the name. We have an unapologetic toughness that can't be denied. We're not just tough, we're outlaw tough.
Dirt Vision is home to all the greatest shows on dirt. World of Outlaw sprints, late models, and Super DIRTcar series. You also get DIRTcar Summer Nationals and weekly shows from America's top tracks. Dirt Vision has the best all-around live coverage with flexible options for casual and hardcore fans. No commitments, cancel anytime, apps for most devices. Get your Fast Pass now at dirtvision.com.
Floyd trying to pull up to even with him, but can't do it that time. There's a fine line to getting that momentum on exit of the corner, and Floyd just...
New Richmond, Wisconsin is the site of Cedar Lake Speedway. The street stocks here in the DIRTcar eSports series are coming at you live. I'm Dylan Coyle alongside Chase Rodman. We've got a fantastic set of racers coming in tonight, almost 60. and 5 heats. We've got 2 B mains, a feature. This is going to be a fun night. It's a great track. I've got fond memories here. Chase, let's jump right into it as qualifying is happening. What are some of the best facets of this track, Cedar Lake?
Oh, obviously, it's a smaller racetrack, and that always provides some exciting racing. It's going to be a little bit interesting, though, here tonight with these kind of slower and heavy street stocks. So not really sure where these guys will be running on the racetrack, to be honest with you. I mean, we see with the sprint cars, they can run top side, bottom side, and same thing kind of with the late models. Some higher-powered vehicles can go just about anywhere on this track. But with these slower street stocks, I'm not exactly sure what to expect as far as where they're going to be at on the Speedway. So right now, qualifying is underway. Kyle Ramsey is quickest at a 16.098 with 30 seconds left. Drew Hopkins, Daniel Stifler, Clifford Bellamy, Ronald Piles right now the top 5. So we have had some interesting races so far this season. They're doing. You've been a part of a couple. I've been a part of a couple as well, and it's been a whole lot of fun so far. Right now, Kyle Jarrett is the points leader coming into this 6th race of the season.
Yeah, and Kyle Jarrett with that 63-point lead over Adam Carlisle. Drew Hopkins just 1 point behind. Pretty much from position 2 to 6, you're kind of looking at a blanket under them. And then you've got JC Floyd in 7th, who's only participated in 3 races, but in those 3 races has a 3rd place and 2 first place finishes, including the last 2 races. So we do have that one extra race at the end with Williams Grove, so it makes it even more interesting. I feel like we're going to come to a wild finish as Heat 1's lineups are getting going here.
Yeah, let's take a look at the lineup for heat race number 1 on the pole. It's going to be the number 100 car. That is Chris Hill, the driver to Great Falls, Montana. House of Speed, Cocky Floyd Consulting, Dirty South Speed Shop. In memory of Jordan Brunson and Blaze, number 100 car. Outside of him is the number 11 car of Blake Bailey. He's out of Bunker Hill, Illinois. That's the House of Speed. Hex New and Used RC, Cocky Floyd Consulting, Allison's Photography, number 11 car. Row number 2 on the inside, the 37. That'll be Brunson Benning out there. He is in car number 37. He's out of Calamus, Iowa. House of Speed, Cocky Floyd Consulting, Get a Bumper Motorsports, Element Designs, Teledic Communications, number 37. Outside of him is going to be the 77. That'll be John Quill. He's out of Statesville, North Carolina. 5.6 Graphics, Cedar Sim Sport, Back Row Racing, number 77. Row number 3 got the 22 car. That'll be Joshua Thomas. He's out of Gilbert, West Virginia. The Domino Printing, Pallet Bin, Black Diamond Gaming, number 22 car. And outside of him is the 26 car. Fast qualifier tonight. That'll be Kyle Ramsey. And Ramsey is out of Shelbyville, Kentucky, the Theo Von Racing, Thick Boy Entertainment, number 26 car. Row 4, the number 14 car, that'll be Dustin Fryer out of Ludlow, Kentucky. 5.6 Graphics, Cedar Sim Sports, Backroad Racing, number 14. And outside of him is the number 12 car of Jeremy Akins out of Bentonville, Arkansas. That's the SlingandDirt.com Designs by Bro. Huge chassis. Number 12 car. Final starter in this one is number 38 of Irvin Stedgy. As we go green down the front straightaway, first heat race of the night at Cedar Lake is underway, and well, here we go down the back straightaway. Your race leader is the 100 of Chris Hill.
And as we get into this live action, obviously we're seeing 3 wide here in behind, but Chris Hill leads that lap.
Chris Hill up front in the 100 car. Remember, in qualifying, or after qualifying, I should say, the top 6 are inverted. So your fast qualifier tonight, Kyle Ramsey, had to start outside of row number 3. Got to get into the top 4 to be a transferee to the feature event. Right now, Ramsey has not made up any ground. He's still back in there in the 6th position in car number 26. So he's got to get by 2 cars here if he wants to not have to run that B main later on this afternoon. As up front, Hill leads it, but still side by side from 2nd through 4th.
You see, just a few weeks ago, we were going 5 heats with the top 3 advancing at I-55. However, with it being the top 4, we're obviously going to see some more battles now as we head to that halfway point. Remember, these are 8-lap heats. It's been so far so good. Joshua Thomas a little bit up high. He got a hit in 5th and 6th, that battle.
Ramsey is going to take the spot away. Kyle Ramsey now up to 5th. He's got to get by 1 more car, and that's the 77 up the road to John Quill. Quill's that driver we talked about every week that he races out of the back of a semi-truck, and right now he's in the final transfer spot with Ramsey closing in. That time by, he was a 10th faster than the 77, but next time by, only 2 laps to go. Ramsey's got to try and size him up quick.
Ramsey absolutely has the speed. He goes up the high line. He's going to try and cut down low. Look, Quill got into the wall just in front of him. 2 laps to go. He's down the inside.
Here comes Ramsey up alongside of John Quill. He's got a nose on him down the back straightaway. Looks to the inside, coming to the white flag this time by up front. Chris Hill still leads it over the number 11 car. Blake Bailey, Brunson Benning in third, and the race for fourth is the one we're all watching here. The white flag is out. Ramsey moves him up the track, but here comes Thomas.
Yeah, don't forget about Thomas. Quill's not happy about that. Thomas goes down low. They're 3 wide for the final transfer position. Chris Hill wins the race, but fourth place goes to John Quill.
And John Quill gets the job done. Chris Hill wins it. Blake Bailey second. Brunson Benning in third. And fourth and final transfer does go to John Quill as we get set for our second heat race of the night. Take a look at the lineup here in this one. It's going to be Sage Luther on the pole, as driver out of North Platte, Nebraska. Outside of him is the number 52 car. That'll be Billy Northcutt. Northcutt out of Salina, Kansas. The Dirt Panda Racing team Viv's Liquor, Casey Speedworks, Wild Bills Race Designs, number 52 car. Row number 2 on the inside, that'll be Ben Harcum, driving car number 27. He's out of Windsor, Virginia. The Bass Pro Shops iRacing.com sponsored car, and outside of him is the 109. That car is driven by Sean Hayes, and Sean Hayes, do not have any information on him. No sponsors, no hometown for him. So row number 3 will move on there. It's going to be the 822 car of Tyler Jackson, the most recent winner at the series out of Davis Junction, Illinois. The Majula C Speed Shop, KC Speedworks, CFM Esports, Diamond Designs, number 822. And outside of him is the number 157 machine. That'll be Drew Hopkins, the driver out of Broadhead, Kentucky, CFM Esports, Majula C Speed Shop, Keltner Contracting, number 157. Row 4, the 43 car. That'll be Grady Ehrman out of York, Pennsylvania, Means Truck Studio A Hair Salon, and Spinagle Towing, number 43, and outside of him is the 64 car. That'll be Michael Kenton out of Gibbon, Nebraska. And the final starter for this one is the 940 car. That is driven by Ronnie Northrup out of Burke Burnett, Texas. He's in the Santa's Workshop, number 940. Some of the sponsors in this series always crack me up here, Dylan, as we go green off of turn number 4.
We go green as the pace truck still stayed on for just a second, but nonetheless, remember last time, Chris Hill won it when he was the invert. It's the top 6 inverted, so the faster cars, remember, are starting in the mid-pack a little bit farther back. The battle is up front, though, between Sage Luther and Billy Northcutt.
Yeah, good race for the lead, but the caution is going to come out. We got a car around, and I want to say it was Michael Kenton, the 64 car, getting together with Ronnie Northrup. So those guys racing for essentially dead last on the racetrack got together, and Kenton takes a hard hit into the inside wall. Yellow is out here on lap number 2.
Yeah, a little bit of a pit maneuver right there coming off the exit of turn 2. As we might be able to spool it back, but nonetheless, it's just, like you said, Chase, 2 drivers who were fighting for 8th on the circuit getting together. And Grady Ehrman just angry, too, because he got hit under caution.
Yeah, you never want to get hit under caution, but Ronnie Northrup was given the EOL penalty for the cause of that caution flag. Taking a look at the point standings, we talk about Kyle Jarrett as the leader. 63 points behind him is Adam Carlisle. 64 points behind him is the driver in this heat race. That is Drew Hopkins. Then you got Tyler Jackson also in this heat race back there, 71 points behind. And then Billy Northcutt also in this heat race, 75 points behind. The guy I'm watching for, though, you talked about him earlier, J.C. Floyd, has entered 3 races so far this season out of the 5 that have ran before tonight. 3 top 5 finishes. He is 7th in points, and I'm interested to see what he can do here tonight. If he could somehow rally here late in the season and come back after missing the first 2 races and put himself in championship contention, he has been fast every time on the track.
I asked him that question specifically, Chase. Do you think you have a chance to win this championship? He said, well, I guess we'll have to see. He's doing everything right so far as we're back to green flag racing. Sage Luther in front. There's 3 wide behind, and we're going to get a potential wreck. They all keep it going. That was miraculous.
Yeah, Northcutt had a close call there. It allows Drew Hopkins to slip by, so a good run here for the drivers that were 5th and 6th on the grid. Jackson is up to 2nd, and Hopkins is up to 3rd. They started 5th and 6th and in a transfer spot. Up front, though, it's Sage Luther. 4th position is Northcutt, but got to imagine there's some damage on that car after that hit into the outside wall. He's challenged home on the outside by Sean Hayes.
I mean, Northcutt is not clear, and he keeps trying to shut that door. Kyle Householder saying exactly that. Another person in the lobby, of course, not in this race. So we'll see exactly who Who maybe wins out here on the most damaged vehicle award of this race?
Yeah, Householder, actually one of the race officials, so he is making sure that Northcutt is following the rules here and racing clean. Is right behind him. A little bit of contact between, into the wall hard goes Sean Hayes off the right side door of the 43 car Grady Ehrman. As up front, caution is out. We're going to have a green-white checkered as Hayes not able to quite make it off the racetrack. I just watched the replay, and he hit the tire wall exiting the racetrack and blew the engine up, so yellow's out for him.
So I almost feel like he was trying to go off the racetrack anyway once that happened, and he just went straight into that tire wall, like you said. So they are not as forgiving as they seem.
No, and I think with the new damage model on these cars, if you do get some right front damage, it is almost impossible to turn the car. So I think that maybe had something to do with it there. He was maybe trying to make it off the track or something, and it just wouldn't turn, and he went head on into those tires. So Sean Hayes was right there, battling for a transfer, and now Grady Ehrman will be the driver that gets the EOL penalty. He was running in 5th, and he's got to drop to the tail end of the field.
I do wonder if maybe there was any contact between Grady Ehrman and, it might have been Grady Ehrman who forced almost an issue to happen for him. So that might be the reason he's getting the EOL.
Yeah, and it seems like Jordan DeLucia, all the
Great
officials.
Job.
Yeah, they call it as they see it. A guy makes a mistake, or if a guy, I should say, causes an incident, it doesn't matter if it was an accident or whatever. You're going to get penalized. So it kind of keeps everything fair. It kind of, makes sure everybody's minding their P's and Q's for the most part. So Ehrman to the tail as we are going back to green. A green-white checkered finish for Sage Luther up front.
This also gives Ben Harcum an opportunity to get back up into the top 4 as he restarts from 5th place. Up high, Billy Northcutt is going to get a lot of momentum down this backstretch here. Still, first is Sage Luther.
Yeah, coming to the checkered flag this time by, and Luther is going to pick up the win. 2nd spot goes to Tyler Jackson. 3rd, we'll go to the 155 car of Drew Hopkins.
I think we still have actually one
lap
to go. It was 1 lap to go here. There's the last chance to get anything done, but I do think it's going to be the same exact order you were saying, Chase.
Yeah, same order there as, like I said, Luther, Jackson, Hopkins, Northcutt, the 4 cars moving on. Harcum just missing out on a transfer position in that one. As we get ready for the 3rd heat race of the night, taking a look here at the lineup for this one, and it looks like it's going to be Bryce Dickinson, the driver on the pole of this one. Dickinson is out of Linville, Iowa. That's the NLR, EPI, Papa Mike Promotions, Mama Bear, Diamond Designs, Grip Hackney, number 84 car. Outside of him, that's going to be Dylan Thomas in car number 29. He's at a Welland, Ontario. That is Dylan Thomas out of Denison, Texas. The Black Flag Podcast, Mike M Designs, number 29 car. Row number 2 on the inside, the number 17 machine. That is driven by Brandon Sherpke out of Clintonville, Wisconsin. And outside of him, the number 2 car. That is Ty Dickinson, I believe the brother to Bryce Dickinson, the pole sitter in this one. He's at a Grinnell, Iowa. The iRacing, iFlag, Papa Mike Promotions, KC Speedworks, Evil One Graphics, Bells, Bullies, Junk Fabrication at Sweet Tea Gang number 2. On the inside of row number 3, that's the current points leader with the series, Kyle Jennett out of Ryan, Iowa. The Cocky Floyd Consulting, Gage Motorsports, House of Speed, number 45. And outside of him is the number 71 machine of Daniel Stifler. Stifler coming to us by way of Everett, Pennsylvania. The iRacing, iFlag, Evil One Graphics, Papa Mike Promotions, 71 car. Row number 4, it's the number 4 of Joey Brewer, starting back there in the 7th spot. Brewer out of Madison, North Carolina. 5-6 Graphics, Back Row Racing, Joey's Woodworking, Joey's Cool Cards, Autism Awareness for My Daughter Summer, number 4. And outside of him is the number 50 machine of Alex Bonston. You're out of Mooresville, North Carolina. The Progressive One Auto Collision, RSKKS Properties, AB Esports, number 50. Final starter for this one is the number 13 machine of Joe Merritt, the driver out of Rayville, Missouri. Aikens, PCRepair.com, twitch.tv/pigpig13, number 13. As we go green down the front straightaway, race leader is the 84 Bryce Dickinson.
And Bryce Dickinson gets a great run out of 1. A 1 car length advantage behind to Dylan Thomas. There's a 3-wide battle going on for that 3rd, 4th, and 5th position, and some contact.
Good stuff here, right in the middle of the pack. Is there 3 cars and only 2 of them are going to move on? And that's going to be close down the back straight of the 2 car. Ty Dickinson, what a good move there. He could have caused an accident, but he got out of the throttle when they were 3 wide and made sure everybody kept on going, kept his race alive. And the car in front of the 23 car. Who was that? Sherpke got the wall, almost caused an incident.
Yeah, Sherpke got into the wall really hard.
Well, Dylan, not sure if we lost you or not, but Dickinson still with the lead. Second spot is Dylan Thomas. Third, Kyle Jarrett. And the race for fourth has been a good one all the way through. Stifler and Sherpke. Now look at Dickinson trying to go a little banana splitty right there through the middle of the racetrack there and was not able to do it. The door got closed on him and nearly caused a big accident. Now we are side by side, second through fifth, I should say. Side by side for second and side by side for third. And man, this one has been entertaining all the way through. I think we are still having some technical problems for Dylan Coyle as we are coming around next time by at 2 laps to go. Bryce Dickinson is the race leader. 2 to go is Kyle Jarrett. What a run through the field in this one. Started back in the 5th position. He's going to take second away from Dylan Thomas down the back straight with the points leader. Having a great run tonight. A little short slider right there. Got into the left front of Thomas. They both keep on going. The white flag is out for Dickinson. Great racetrack right now as Sherpke has finally cleared Stifler for 4th. No, he has not. Stifler, one last ditch effort into the final corner. Goes up the racetrack. Sherpke's going to hold him off. Your race winner, however, is the number 84 of Bryce Dickinson. Kyle Jarrett in second. Third spot goes to Thomas. Fourth spot goes to Sherpke. Dylan, we got you back yet? Still waiting on Dylan Coyle, so we'll go down the heat race number 4 lineup here. As looks like Charles Kleiss going to be on the pole, drive out of Frostburg, Maryland. TC Race Cars, Householder Racing number 5 car, and outside of him is the number 72. That is Dylan Hansen, the driver out of Welland, Ontario, Canada. The Loose Tire, Shoestring Racing number 72 car. Row number 2 on the inside, the 44. That is going to be Justin Hopkins out of Ames, Iowa. The Back Row Racing number 44 car, and outside of him, talked about him a little bit earlier on, J.C. Floyd, the number 18 car. He's out of Cedar Rapids, Iowa. The Cocky Floyd Consulting, Get a Bumper Motorsports, KR1, number 18 car. Row number 3 on the inside, the 001. That's going to be Caden Reynolds out of Marion, Iowa. Cocky Floyd Consulting, House of Speed, number 001. And outside of him is the 002. That is our friend Clifford Bellamy out of Glen St. Mary, Florida. The Marcos Moose Ranch Hair Care and Tire Center, Tintec Debris Removal, L&M Landscaping, Melgard Motorsports, Henry's Mafia, Hot Lap Heroes Racing, Crow Trucking 002. Row number 4, the 87 car. That one is driven by Rusty Bilger out of Intrican, Pennsylvania. The Reckless One Racing, Householder Racing number 87. And outside of him is the 57. That'll be William Curl out of Irwin, Tennessee. Main Machine, Redline Oil, RCR. Curl Race Engines number 57. And your final starter for this one is the number 21 machine. That is driven by Kevin Davis. And he is out of Rincon, Georgia. Downrange Transport, Magnum Race Designs, Venom Racing 21 car as we go green, but immediately go yellow. A couple of cars getting together in turn number 1. Started out actually with J.C. Floyd, and the 72 car started outside of the front row. Dylan Hansen got into the wall coming out of turn number 4 and stacked up the field and collected a few of them. So they throw the caution flag, and we will get a complete restart here for this one.
I think I'm back.
You are back.
Hey, there we go. I blame thunderstorms and Spectrum.
Yeah, that's not a good combination at all.
No, it's not. But we are back into the stream. Pretty interesting ending to the last one, and of course, a weird start to this one.
Yeah, not an ideal start at all for this heat race there. As like I mentioned, the 72 of Dylan Hansen just got the wall coming out of turn number 4, and I don't think anybody was expecting that, and checked everybody up.
Yeah, absolutely. And I don't even think you can even say it was a start because it was barely anything. We're going to go right back with the same positions. I do think we might go into lap number 2, though, once we restart this whole thing.
Yeah, definitely going to be on the second lap of this race here as your race leader is Charles Kleiss, number 5 car. the driver out of Frostburg, Maryland. Not many racers come out of the state of Maryland, but Charles Kleiss trying to represent here out there in the number 5 car. Lights go out this time by on the top of the iRacing safety truck, and we will try it all again. And a big break there for Dylan Hansen. If that yellow did not come out, he was probably going to be dropping to the tail end of the field. So see if the 72 car can get a better start this time.
Yeah, absolutely. And right now, what the entire group here with the league is doing is just making sure everything is fine, that we can go back to green flag racing, and that's exactly what we will do. There is some confusion. JC Floyd sends Dylan Hansen outside the racetrack. That was weird.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what the 72 car is quite doing out there. I mean, that's 2 starts in a row that he just didn't get going and then ran into the wall. So not ideal to have that happen from the front row of the race. So JC Floyd not quite too happy with that, because he's probably got a little bit of damage on that car, as Hansen's going to be done for the race. His right front was basically ripped off. He's back in the pit area right now. So, yeah, heat race number 4, big time on the struggle bus here.
Yes, big time on that. And right now, there's just nothing that you can even analyze in this situation, except now I think we're going to go back to green flag racing without that issue going on with Hansen. JC Floyd is hoping to get a black flag cleared. Jordan DeLucia and the rest of the officiating crew is going to get them all re-lined up in a different position just to make sure everything is good. So, yeah, but we can talk about the work that the officiating crew does behind the scenes, because it is a lot harder to make sure that everybody understands where they're supposed to go when you're unable to necessarily see them in person. You can't direct them with anything other than your voice.
Yeah, it's definitely a weird deal compared to the real life situation, that's for sure. So, but they do a great job. They always have, and this series has been around for, I want to say this is the 5th season. So we've been doing this a long time. Doesn't feel like we've been doing it for 5 seasons, but I've been here ever since the beginning, seen some great racing, and they always are consistent with the calls and everything like that here with the DIRTcar eSports series. So trying to get things going here, as it looks like the lights hopefully will go out this time by on top of the iRacing safety truck, and then we should be good to go. And the answer to that question is no. The lights will stay on. But Dylan, what I need from you right now is to start cheering for a Jack Hughes goal in tonight's Devils game.
Oh, that's right. You're a big Devils fan. That's right?
Oh, tonight I am, just because I bet on him. So we
need very nice. Very nice. See, my stepdad is a huge Devils fan, so I have a soft spot for them, even though I'm a Flyers fan. But I know his brother Luke Hughes is playing in the World Junior Championships right now, the semifinal between the USA and Canada. So for any hockey fans who are American or Canadian and want to destroy the other nation, there you go.
I have recently become a very big hockey fan. I've been watching every highlight video. Well, no, from FanDuel. I mean, it's still fun to watch, even if you're not betting on it, but betting on it makes it that much better, as we are going back to green here.
Can you imagine a bet on this race to go green for the rest of the way? It's lap 3, and finally, we get a clean start.
Yeah, I'd put the odds at plus 600 on that, as we are rolling down the back straight with the number 5 car of Kleiss with the lead. 18 car JC Floyd trying to drive from the 4th starting spot to the lead as he pulls up alongside of Kleiss into turn number 1, also side by side behind them, 2 rows deep.
JC Floyd not quite clear yet, so he's still going to have second. And if you took that plus 600, you would be out of money, as the yellow flag has come out again. It looks like Kevin M. Davis is having a little bit of a problem.
Yeah, 21 car goes around him, and the 57 of William Curl got together, racing for what is essentially the last position on the track there, as Curl just got in a little bit too hot there and turned around the number 21 machine, as we are somehow on lap 4 still of this race. We're 8 minutes in to this race, and we're only
Okay.
Yes, let us know.
So, if you missed anything, well, you didn't really miss anything except for 2 corners. We are right back. Thunderstorms. We've had a lot of them here in Charlotte, North Carolina today. Nonetheless, we're on lap 6 of 8 here, and we've got a side-by-side battle for the lead in heat race number 4. JC Floyd out front with just 2 laps to go.
Yeah, Floyd doing exactly what he's been doing the last couple of weeks here with this series. Takes the lead away, and he's going to have a great starting spot in the feature tonight if he can hang on for one more lap. White flag this time by as Caden Reynolds is also going to make it by the number 5 car. He's up to second.
JC Floyd, not much to worry about. Reynolds in second, had Charles Kleiss right on him. Some contact between Rusty Bilger and Clifford Bellamy, and it looks like the top 4 is settled. Floyd, Reynolds, Kleiss, Hopkins.
Yep, that one took a while to get in, but we finally made it through the 4th heat races. We got 1 left to run here. Get you the starting lineup in just a moment here. Looks like the number 93 car of Cody Nearing is going to be on the pole. The driver out of Hubbard, Iowa. On the outside of him is the number 33 machine. That is going to be Logan Catellis out of Stockdale, Pennsylvania. Hoods Up Quick Lube, Top Care, Lawn Care, Royal Purple sponsored car. Row number 2 on the inside, the 00. That'll be Bradley Means out of Bedford, Pennsylvania. The Live Well Chiropractic, Heps Custom Cycles, R&N Tires, Point and Pray Designs. Number 00, and outside of him is the 41 machine. That is Isaac Salas out of Minot, North Dakota. DIRTcar Racing, Venom Racing, and Coast to Coast sponsor him. Row number 3 on the inside, the number 3 car. That'll be Joshua Ringer. And Ringer comes to us by way of Kaiser, West Virginia. And outside of him is the number 68 machine. That is driven by Ronald Piles. Ronald Piles out of Kingwood, West Virginia. Genmar Services, Har Esports TV, Slick Products, Powers Performance, iRacing, iFlag, BladeNote.com, Wicked Joker Motorsports, and Evil One Graphics, number 68 car. Final 2 starters in this one, the number 20 machine. That is going to be Colt Curry out of Salisbury, North Carolina. The Ghost Energy sponsored car, and outside of him, your final starter is going to be Ian Good out of Junction, Kentucky for IPG Motorsports, Heritage Credit Repair, JB Auto Detail, and Mom and Dad here. So 8 cars, 8 laps, top 4. The final heat race of the night here at Cedar Lake Speedway.
With just 8 cars, only half the field will need to qualify in a solid position to make it into the feature. Of course, the 4 here who don't, and the 5 in every other heat who did not make it in lieu or by lieu of the top 4 will have to qualify in one of the B mains. Here we go. Green flag for heat race number 5. Nearing will take the lead, but the 64 on screen is coming hot, and we've got a caution. Lots of action and catastrophes continue.
That was just not a good start at all from your pole sitter to the 93 of Cody Nearing. He got off the corner all right there, but then went into turn number 1 and about spun the car out, checked up the inside line, and the 3 machine gets turned around, Joshua Ringer. So hopefully the 93 can get things sorted out here on this next start and not cause any issues like that again. It looks like even under the yellow there, as he catches up to the pace truck, that car is extremely sideways, so not sure if he missed the setup or what they're doing, but the 93's got his hands full.
Yeah, the 93 absolutely has his hands full right there, and he's currently pacing in the lead. I don't think that will stand, but man, I can't believe he was able to keep that going relatively straight, and obviously it was a little bit because of the pinballing, so...
Yeah, we'll see what they do with him. I think they might. They're leaving him there because the lights are out, so Nearing will get one more shot up there on the front row next to the 33 car of Logan Catellis. So, actually...
Yeah, they're going to look back at that.
Yep. They are going to turn the lights back on and potentially send the 93 to the tail, but we're not really sure. I don't want to make any calls like that because I'm not an official. We're not down there listening to what the officials are saying. So, Nearing, he did get sideways. Technically, he didn't, run into the guy back there. So, hard to say what they're talking about. I think you do have the audio there.
Yeah, I'm trying to hear actually. Chase, your loud mouth made sure I couldn't
sorry
hear.
about that.
Unbelievable, man. But no, it's there. There was definitely a long discussion, and right now nothing's been given out in the EOL. Kyle Householder says that they're taking notes of everything, so trying to see exactly what the decision is. Nonetheless, this is a hard one. Let's hear. Jordan DeLucia talking, 1 to go. They're tightening up, so looks like no change. A little bit surprised about it, but I don't really know what you can do about that fact. They're about to go back to green racing action.
Yep, there goes the pace truck off the track. We'll see if the 93 car can keep control of that machine as we head to the green. A little bit of a close call there between him and the 33 of Catellis heading into turn number 1. And Nearing is going to hang on to it a whole lot better this time.
Yeah, absolutely, but some drivers in the back getting together a little bit fishtaily. The 64 goes up into the wall, and that could have been a little bit of a catastrophe. Nonetheless, they still go very close action. We have 3 wide as Colt Curry goes way up high and then gets hit into the wall, spins, and that was because the man in front, Catellis, was not clear. He didn't know he was right there.
Yeah, I'm surprised the run that the 20 car got there, 4 in the fluff, and I think it might have caught the 33 of Logan Catellis off guard there, and he was not expecting him to be to the right rear quarter panel, put the 20 car into the wall, and that's tough because Curry was making his way forward. He started 7th in the field and was just about to pass for 3rd, and unfortunately has that incident there. So we'll see if he can get back up there. He's still got about 5 laps to potentially put himself in transfer position. So the 20 car, I think all eyes will be on him on the green flag.
Yeah, absolutely, and I think we're going to easily see end of line penalty given to Catellis here, but again, no, Colt Curry was given the EOL.
Oh, I'm not sure why. He was already at the back, so maybe just to add insult to injury, 20 car is going to be at the back and get an EOL. So
I don't see how he's the cause for the caution there, but nonetheless, we'll go back to green flag racing very quickly.
Yep, going green next time by, I believe, is the call here. Yep, the truck lights are out, and we will see what happens when the green flag comes back out. Nearing did a good job on the last start. See if he can keep it together alongside the number 00 car of Bradley Means. Then it's Salas and Catellis. As we head to the green, well, slowing the pace a little bit down there, really slowing the pace down there, and a late start, but we go green.
It is the leader's prerogative to go as quickly or as slowly as they want once the pace truck is out. We almost went 4 wide for second, and into second goes Catellis. He goes down the inside of Nearing, can't get quite close enough, and Nearing will go 2 car lengths in front, maybe 3.
Yep, he's doing a good job holding on to the race lead. Little contact for the 4th spot. Oh, hang on to it. They're going to do a little pinball action down the front straightaway, and they all keep on going. That was down the backstretch, I should say, but wow, nonetheless, that was wild.
This is getting dirty as another car goes way into the wall. That was Bradley Means. Means spins up high, and Colt Curry again involved in an incident. Unfortunate for all parties. Yellow flag out on lap 6.
And interesting, I'm interested to see who gets the EOL penalty for that one, because they were 3 wide. Bradley Means actually got hit from behind when he was 3 wide on the top by the 20 of Curry. But at the same time, Catellis was kind of coming down the track and checked up the 00. So not sure if the officials will make any kind of
racing incident
like that. Yeah, more of a racing incident, I would say. And there's going to be a lot of damage on the 00 car of Means. So it looks like he is back in the pits, and now he is returning to the racetrack. So repairs have been made to the 00 of Bradley Means.
Maybe a little bit too much of guys forcing it where it shouldn't be. You see on the replay right there, Colt Curry was really pushing for it, and of course the pinballing effect happens, and they go spinning. So yeah, that's just kind of what happens there in that situation. Not much you can do.
Yeah, really not much you can do at all there. Now I got a question for you here, Dylan. Nikita Kucherov, Braden Point, Kirill Kaprizov. Do you think that they can get 4+ shots on goal tonight, all 3 of them?
Absolutely, go for it.
You think so?
I think so.
I'm a big Braden Point fan, so I think he'll have it no problem.
I think he'll gain you a lot of points here tonight.
Okay, all right. No pun intended there for sure.
Of course not.
As the lights are out, we're coming back to the green this time by Nearing, Catella, Salas, Piles. The 4 cars in a transfer in the final heat race with 2 to go.
2 laps to go here. And of course, we've got all 8 cars still on track. That is remarkable. The 5th place driver, Joshua Ringer, in that number 3 car. He is side by side for 5th. White flag lap, side by side for 1st. It's Catellis, it's Nearing. Nearing has the slight advantage, but Catellis, they almost touch going into 3, forces him up high. This is going to be a drag race. Oh, getting loose, and almost, yes, into the wall. 3-way for the win, and there's a wreck at the line. Cody Nearing wins that. Drama.
Wow, the whole top 3 just spun out across the finish line, but that one is over. The top 4, Nearing, Catellis, Means, and Salas, with Ringer, Piles, Curry, and Good having to head off to one of these 2 last chance showdowns, and that is coming up right now. 10 laps, and just the top 2 will move on out of this one. So you got to either win or finish second if you want to keep your night going. Kyle Ramsey on the pole. Next to him is the 71 of Daniel Stifler. Row 2, the number 20 of Colt Curry, and outside of him, the 43 of Grady Ehrman. Row 3, the 002, Clifford Bellamy, and to his right, the number 12 of Jeremy Akins. Row 4, it's the number 4 of Joey Brewer, and on the outside, the 00 car of Bradley Means. Row number 5, the 940, Ronnie Northrup, and the 57 of William Curl. And then row number 6, you've got the number 38 of Irvin Stedgy, and the 13 of Joe Merritt. Field is rolling down the back straightaway. Next time by, we'll go green, but I can't imagine that this one is going to stay green for long. 12 cars out there going for 2 spots. It is going to be a battle. A very, very tough battle all the way through here for this one. When you make it 2 transfers, that's just really cutthroat, don't you think?
You know, I was listening to Jordan DeLucia there and the rest of the officials, and definitely not happy with the driving at the end of that race. And can you really blame them? In that heat, you got to stay clean as much as you can without forcing the issue. But I do think we're going to see some forcing of the issue here as the green is out. 10 laps. Top 2 go into the feature in B-Main 1.
As Ramsey's got the lead. Stifler running in second. Everybody makes it through 1 and 2 without issue here. And down the back straightaway, so a good start to this first last chance showdown. Up front, though, as here comes the race for second. Grady Ehrman to the back bumper of Daniel Stifler. Curry was fun to watch in his heat race, had absolutely 0 luck, but Colt Curry is in 4th, and he is trying to make the top side work again.
Now, I have to say, look at this track's shape. It is not a clean, clear oval. You're able to run way up high, as some drivers are doing it. In 1 and 2, once you get to 3 and 4, the entry and the exit points are different. You got to change the line a little bit. It's tighter in 4 on the exit of 4 than it is on the exit of 2. So there's just so much that goes into how you find the right line on this track. But it's so much fun seeing those drivers like Colt Curry go way up high in 1 and 2 and try and find the good line in 3 and 4.
It's not working for him right now as he is stuck behind the 43 of Urban, but now he's got a dancing partner up there. The 002, Clifford Bellamy, is following there. Look at the run that the 20 car gets down the back straightaway there, but just nowhere to go with it as he sticks right behind Grady Ehrman, this time by 6 laps complete as we are over the halfway point here in this 10-lap last chance showdown. Just Curry, I love the line. It is fun to watch. Now he's going to shoot to the inside.
Ooh.
Wow, what a move there, but he's... the 71 car, 2 cars up the road, kind of went to the bottom and blocked away that slider line.
And now he's going to have Bellamy come right to him. He's going to go up high too, but he gets into the wall a bit and gives Curry a little bit of space. It's amazing. We're watching the Curry show right now as the top 3 are keeping it relatively safe. But Ehrman's going to have to make a move on Stifler really soon.
He got into the back bumper of him right there, entering turn number 1. Ehrman has been right there with the 71 car all the way through, and I wonder if Ehrman tries the top of the racetrack like Curry's doing in turn number 1 to at least do something a little bit different, gets into Stifler again, and things are going to get a little hairy here on this last lap. Next time by white flag, they get together for second, and Ehrman's going to have a shot down in turn 3.
We're going to see 3 wide coming to the white flag here at Cedar Lake. Oh, and up into the wall is Colt Curry. That car's damaged and goes off the track, flies over to where the scoreboard would be. We stay green. Kyle Ramsey, Grady Ehrman, and Daniel Stifler. Who is it going to be out of Stifler and Ehrman? It's going to be Stifler.
Wow. That was pretty exciting there at the end. And I'm not talking about just the finish, but how about the X Games jump there from Colt Curry?
That was impressive. I give it an 8 out of 10. Didn't stick the landing almost.
8 out of 10. I like him. Now we're ready for our final last chance showdown. It's going to be tough to live up to the exciting antics that we saw in that last one. As we take a look at the lineup here, it's going to be the 27 car, Ben Harcum, on the pole. Outside of him, the 87 car, Rusty Bilger. Row 2, the 22 car, Joshua Thomas, and the number 2 of Ty Dickinson. Row 3 on the inside, the number 3 car, Joshua Ringer, and the 64 of Michael Kenton. Row 4, the 21, Kevin Davis, and outside of him, the 14 of Dustin Fryer. With row 5 showing us the 50 of Alex Bonsignor, the 05 of Ian Good, and then your final 2 starters, the 109, Sean Davis, and the 72 of Dylan Hansen, who actually does not make the call. So we'll start with 11 for this second LCS.
Isaac Salas in the chat with the comment of the night. Colt, go apply at NASA for that launch.
I do like that. That's pretty good.
Oh man, that was incredible. You know, if he didn't launch there, we would have gone potentially under yellow.
Yeah. No, well, they was on the white flag.
Oh, very true. In iRacing, yeah, this is true. And this is a difference for some of the drivers who do compete both in real life and in sim, where, yeah, there's no white flag on the last lap in iRacing.
Yeah, that's something maybe people don't really realize that don't really watch or play iRacing. There's no cautions on the white flag in any series as we go to the green flag. Pace truck set to pull off, and we already got him. Trying to go 3 wide for the top spot. Thomas on the bottom and Harcum on the top side. Here comes the 3 of Ringer trying to get in there as well.
Oh man! Oh, we got a car in the grass and
wow,
kept it going. Oh,
what?
All right, Kevin Davis stops on track. JC Floyd yells, "Keep it moving!" And Jordan DeLucia not happy with Davis, who's just hurt his own race. He was removed from the server.
I think that was the right call. Trying to purposely draw a caution is unacceptable here in this league. We've seen that in the past, and Davis is done for the night. Up front, though, your race leader, Joshua Thomas. Second spot right now is Ben Harcum as the 87 of Bilger, the 3 of Ringer, and the 2 of Dickinson. Behind them, oh, that was a close call. Sean Hayes was 3 wide going into turn 3 with Kenton and the 14 of Fryer. They all keep going. We've had about 9 incidents so far in this one where I thought there was going to be a wreck, and they keep going.
Yeah, remember, there is that incident limit, which some drivers might be getting a little bit close to. It's a 16X, which we'll have to exactly see where everybody is. It's not showing up on my info, but another driver goes a little bit slow. This is just bedlam right here. Michael Kenton is way in the back of the pack now, and we're already about halfway through. We are halfway through. Joshua Thomas with a clear lead. Ben Harcum fighting with Rusty Bilger.
Bilger trying to catch up a little bit here. The last time by, he ran a 16.84. Harcum with a 16.83. So Harcum running good lap times, but that time by, a different story. A couple hundredths faster was Bilger, and now here comes Ringer in the 3 trying to enter the picture as well. And the 14 of Dustin Fryer is on the fence running the Colt Curry line, and look at that move to the outside trying to go 3 wide.
Oh man, that was intense. He still has an opportunity here, but we're coming down to the wire here as we're just 2.5 laps away from the checkered flag. 3 wide. He's currently fighting for 4th. He gets his right rear quarter panel into the wall, but keeps it moving forward. 2 laps to go. He's running out of time.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to have enough time. He is running extremely good lap times, though. He was about a 10th faster the last time by. Now look at this move to the inside. Trying to go by. Oh!
And that's not good. Fryer knew it right away. He apologized right as he went as hard as he could there. He's obviously going to be at the end of line for that one. That's a shame. He threw it in there, tried everything he could do, and yeah, that's he parked it.
He definitely did that. Wow. I appreciate the honesty and him, immediately coming over the microphone and saying that is my fault. I messed up there. Because, man, he was trying everything he could there. I appreciate the effort of trying to put a big move on somebody there. Just wasn't enough room to make it happen. So that's going to shake things up, and it's going to move the 3-car, Joshua Ringer, into a transfer spot.
Boy, I want to see Joshua Ringer in the feature with that scheme. Always a big fan of that scheme. It's probably, I mean, besides the black number 3, the Wrangler yellow and blue is just as iconic almost.
Oh, it's definitely iconic, that's for sure. And with that yellow, I mean, he's going to be in prime position to make the show. He's got the number 87 of Bilger behind him, the 2 of Dickinson, and the 50 of Bonsignor. Bilger's been, I feel like, running in third about the entire race here, so he might be about tired of that and make a big move on your second-place car as they are going to extend the caution. We did have a driver get removed from the server, Ian Good. He was in this race. I did not see what happened there, but he's out of the race now.
He was 5 laps down and off track, so I'm also not exactly sure if there was a reason, but they are extending this caution just to make sure that everybody is lined up in the correct position. Now, of course, you get involved in the wreck and you spin, well, there's not much that the officials can do legally to get your position back, which is why Ben Harcum, who was running in second, well, I lied. Ben Harcum is restarting second. He's coming from the end of the line up into second. So, good break for him right there. I guess the incident was, the yellow was already out probably once he got into that wreck. So, craziness happening.
Definitely some wild stuff going on here in this race. But looks like hopefully we'll get the lights turned out this time by. And we will get 2 attempts at a green-white checkered finish to end off this last chance showdown before we get into tonight's feature event. And those lights do stay on as the officials are having a word with the drivers here in this one. Not quite sure what is being said. I don't have the headset on to be able to hear that, but
lights are out. We're coming to green this time by.
All right, that sounds good. As the field is way behind the pace truck here. Not exactly sure what's going on there, but pace truck is off, and the green flag is set to come out for Joshua Thomas. Ben Harcum with 2 to go.
Great jump for Thomas. Harcum did not anticipate that, and right behind him is Joshua Ringer, who goes way up high, cannot get to the side of him yet, and the door is slammed shut. Down the backstretch. He's going to try it up high again in 3 and 4. Some contact behind. It's really just Harcum and Ringer who's going to get it. Ringer way up high, hits the wall. He gets up high and still keeps it going forward.
White flag is out. Can Ringer do it here? They're side by side on the final lap down the backstretch. Here comes Ty Dickinson to make it 3 wide in the final corner.
He's not going to be able to do that. Sorry for cutting you off, Chase. Oh, no! Harcum gets it. I think Ringer might have had the advantage if he didn't get spun at the end. But Joshua Thomas wins it. Harcum finishes second. Those are your 2 transfers.
Yeah, I think oh, hang on. What the heck just happened? Yeah, Ringer second, right?
Wait.
Oh, wow, whoa. Did that just change on your screen?
It did just change on my screen. I've got Ringer in second.
Yeah, Harcum in 6th. So I'm not quite sure what happened there, but we'll have to see. All right. And in the starting lineup for the next race, Ringer's in it. So
I have no idea.
Yeah, I'm not sure either, but I think we're going to take a quick commercial break. We've got about a 5-minute warm-up session here before we get going for this feature event. So we'll be right back here on Dirt Vision.
Blindfold engaged.
3, 2, 1, hard left, hard left.
Solid.
Straight, straight, hard left, hard left, hard left. Down, side, side, side. Yeah, we're lost. How are you lost? I'm gonna need you to do a better job for me than I did for you.
I'll try and be a little calmer.
Oh boy.
Here we go. Wait. Right, left, hard left. Sorry, I didn't want to say it. 3, 2, 1. Hard right. All right, gas it.
It's kind of chaos.
Dirt Vision is home to all the greatest shows on dirt. World of Outlaw sprints, late models, and Super Dirt Car Series. You also get DIRTcar Summer Nationals and weekly shows from America's top tracks. Dirt Vision has the best all-around live coverage with flexible options for casual and hardcore fans. No commitments, cancel anytime, apps for most devices. Get your Fast Pass now at dirtvision.com.
It's pretty dark.
Go. Light left.
Straight back, you're looking great. Start slowing down. Brake. Right. Oh, kind of straight.
Missed it.
Gas it. Left. Okay, good. We're good. Damn it.
You got panic mode there at the end. Bad. Probably used some words that I shouldn't have. Go. Straight. Oh, no.
I stalled it.
All right, gas it up. Just a little bit. Slow, straight.
Oh boy.
Dirt Vision is home to all the greatest shows on dirt. World of Outlaw sprints, late models, and Super Dirt Car Series. You also get DIRTcar Summer Nationals and weekly shows from America's top tracks. Dirt Vision has the best all-around live coverage with flexible options for casual and hardcore fans. No commitments, cancel anytime, apps for most devices. Get your Fast Pass now at dirtvision.com.
I don't like this at all.
Left. Right. Stop. Straight. Left. Okay, pin it.
How you feeling, Sheldon?
Not good, but good enough to beat these boys.
That's right. Left. Straight. Open up a little. Go. Little left. Oh, straight. And gas.
You didn't follow the course.
Not even trying.
Hey, we're just playing the game.
Now watch the greatest shows on dirt anytime this offseason. Dirt Vision Now is streaming 24/7. Free to subscribers and registered users, Dirt Vision Now brings you a mix of recent and classic races from a variety of dirt track series, plus our Dirt Vision QuickTime recaps. You will also get non-racing content, including popular off-track segments and other features. Registered users can watch for free at dirtvision.com or on the Dirt Vision app. Dirt Vision Now.
Call us outlaws. We don't mind. We're young, we're old, and everything in between. You know, there are badass outlaws scattered all across the world, and we proudly wear the name. We have an unapologetic toughness that can't be denied. We're not just tough, we're outlaw tough.
Hello and welcome back to Cedar Lake, where we're just about ready for the 35-lap feature in this DIRTcar eSports event for the 5th season of
unfortunately, I think the internet knocked you out again there, Dylan. We'll see if you can get back on, but we'll go down the starting lineup here for this feature event. On the pole, the 100 car. That is going to be Christopher Hill. Outside of him is the 45 of Sage Luther. Row number 2, the 84 machine, driven by Bryce Dickinson, and outside of him is the 18, J.C. Floyd. Row 3, the 93 car, Cody Nearing, and outside of him is the number 11 car, Blake Bailey. Row 4 is the number 822, Tyler Jackson, and outside of him is the 45 of Kyle Jarrett. Row 5, the 001 of Caden Reynolds, and outside of him is the 41 of Isaac Salas, with row 6 showing us the 37 of Brunson Benning and the 157 of Drew Hopkins. Row number 7, the 29 car Dylan Thomas, and the number 5 of Charles Kleiss. Row 8, the 33 Logan Catellis, and the 77 of John Quill. Row 9, the 52 Billy Northcutt, and the 17 of Brandon Sherpke. Row 10, the 44 Justin Hopkins, and 68 Ronald Piles. Row 11, 26 Kyle Ramsey, 22 Joshua Thomas. And final 2 starters, you've got the number 71 of Daniel Stifler and the number 3 of Joshua Ringer. So 24 cars, 35 laps, $100 to win here for the 6th race of the season with the DIRTcar eSports Street Stock Series. Dylan, we got you back yet?
I would like $100 to win.
Do not have Dylan quite back yet. Dylan, when you do get back, just jump in at any time, my friend. I think we got you. So I'm not really sure if it's on my end or what, but it sounds like our producers can hear him, and I'm going to try and reset my deal here before we go green.
Well, hello. I could hear Chase. Just amazingness, but nonetheless, technology, we love it. Chris Hill will be leading this entire lineup. The rest of the 23 other competitors to the green as the pace truck winds around. Green flag in the air. Chris Hill with already a one-way lead going for him as Sage Luther goes way up high. Bryce Dickinson behind. JC Floyd trying to force the issue and go down the inside for third.
Good stuff at the front of the field. Everybody makes it through through lap with number 1 in clean as Hill shows the way. Good run right now for him and the number 45 of Sage Luther, who goes way up to the top shelf in turns 1 and 2. Gets a big run down the back straightaway. Runs into the pack of Chris Hill. Gives him a shot in the short. Says, hey, I'm right here, buddy. As here comes Floyd trying to get yet another win in his limited starts in this series, running that 3rd spot.
A lot of drivers getting into the wall, especially during turns 1 and 2. Kyle Jarrett almost went outside the track. When he hit the wall, he still gets going fine in 8th place.
Yeah, good stuff there from your points leader as everybody's making it through a little contact down the front stretch between Cody Nearing and the 41 of Isaac Salas. They both keep going. Great driving between those two as Chris Hill trying to take home his first career win with this DIRTcar eSports Street Stock Series. He's found a home right in the middle part of the racetrack. That's kind of where the whole top 5 is at. Then you got Tyler Jackson back there. Oh!
Blake Bailey way into the tire barriers. No one else hits him. Joshua Thomas apparently got into someone too. That was brutal.
Oh my goodness, Blake Bailey. Oh man, it looked like an instance where maybe his cat jumped on his desk or something, Dylan, and man, that was huge.
He just went right into it.
I can't help but laugh. I can't help but laugh. I don't know what he was doing. Back in the pit area, blew the engine up, and that's going to be it for Bryce Bailey. As looks like Nearing is dropping to the tail here. Not exactly sure what happened to him. Oh, he got together after the fact, along with the number 17 of Sherpke. So a couple guys getting together in a separate accident, trying to avoid the 11 of Bailey. So, wow. We made it 5 laps, and then we had some fireworks there.
So Jordan DeLucia comes over and says, normally, Blake Bailey, I'd ask in real life, are you okay? But what happened?
That's pretty good.
Wow.
Well, looks like that was a quick caution. We're already ready to go back to the green flag. Race leader Chris Hill, Sage Luther 2nd, JC Floyd in 3rd, Bryce Dickinson in 4th, Tyler Jackson 5th, Caden Reynolds in 6th, then it's Kyle Jarrett, then we've got Brunson Benning, and then we've got Drew Hopkins and Isaac Salas, the top 10 after 5 circuits. Here we go to the green flag. We'll see if Chris Hill can hang on. Little contact there, but then he and Sage Luther, they're side by side.
If anything, that's going to help Sage Luther get something going here. A crossover attempt. JC Floyd right there. He's going to go down the inside in 3 and 4, looking for the lead.
Cars all over the racetrack here. Tyler Jackson making his way towards the front of the field. He's up into the 5th spot, now 4th across the line, and he is putting right around those tractor tires down there, and it is working. Great race at the front as Floyd and Luther go side by side for P2.
You can see it's a lot easier to hold that line at the bottom in turns 1 and 2. They just drift a little bit too high in 3 and 4, but 3 wide for the lead. Once again, Chris Hill gets away, single file.
Phenomenal racing here tonight with the DIRTcar eSports Street Stock Series. Chris Hill doing a great job at the front of the field. Now here comes Luther. He'll try and take a look to the inside, runs the middle. Ooh. Hill bounces off the wall, but he's got momentum down the back straightaway to hang on to the top spot. Floyd in 3rd. Here comes Jackson trying to be a part of the mix as well.
Yeah, Tyler Jackson, we've talked a little bit about him in tonight's heats, and I think he's still got a chance to win this one. He's shown speed, obviously, so this really is anybody's race. I don't think Chris Hill is the only favorite in this one.
Phenomenal racing service we've got right now. Drivers utilizing all sorts of different lines here in this one as your race leader right up against the wall here in turn number 1. Tyler Jackson's there as well as Sage Luther, but 3rd place car JC Floyd runs the middle. A little bit of a door there to the 45 of Sage Luther, and JC Floyd, he knows he's got plenty of time. Still 24, now 23 to go. Oh, and now he gets a shot in the short to Jackson.
Man, this track is a lot of fun. 3 wide for 6th on back. Unbelievable.
Absolutely phenomenal stuff here at the front of the field. But look back here in about the 6th position there, Dylan. Good stuff. Kyle Jarrett, Bryce Dickinson's back there, Brunson Benning, Isaac Salas. Those guys, you got a couple on the bottom, a couple on the top, a couple in the middle. And here comes Salas trying to get by Benning, and he will make that pass entering turn number 3.
There's just really nowhere to go if you are in that mid-pack. It's all about trying to get to that top 5, because once you're in the top 5, it's pretty much single file right now. I saw a little bit of blinking from Tyler Jackson. That might affect the line that Caden Reynolds wants to take to try and get by him.
Yeah, good run for Reynolds here. 9th up to 5th for the 001 car. Having a breakout night, I guess, here with the DIRTcar eSports Street Stock Series. And the 45 of Luther. This is tough for him here, Dylan. He runs the top in turns 1 and 2. Gets a run. He gets a run on the 100 of Hill, but can't. Oh, here he comes. Does he try a slider right here? He does. Luther. He's. Oh, no. Parks it. They both keep going. Wow.
And a little bit of a bump just to get him going from Jackson. That is insane.
Jackson fired him back off right there, and now Floyd is going to take advantage. He moves into the 2nd spot, but can he clear the 45? Look at Caden Reynolds on the bottom 3 wide. He tries to go by all of them. He gets by Jackson. He gets by Floyd. He gets by Luther. And the 0-1. Now here comes your points leader, Jared, but the yellow's out.
Oh, why do we have a yellow right now? There was a JC Floyd sandwich, and it was appetizing, I'll tell you that.
Wow, that was really good stuff there. For the entire top 5, and they were all over each other. Trying to look back here in the field. Oh, and the yellow was for Dylan Thomas, who pulled a Colt Curry and went straight out of the ballpark in turn 1 and did a barrel roll and landed on all 4 tires. And then after that, he took that car to the pit area, and he is done for the night for Dylan Thomas. And he interrupts what was a phenomenal battle at the front of the field.
Did you know that if you type in "do a barrel roll" on Google, Google will do a barrel roll?
I did know that. Yeah.
There we go. Something you learn every day for other people, though.
Yeah, I'm sure there might be some people watching on our stream tonight maybe didn't know that, and they're heading over to the Google site right now to give it a shot.
Amazing what you learned.
Yeah, absolutely. As we've got 17 down, so right at about the halfway point. One more lap, and we would have been past halfway. So 18 to go here at Cedar Lake Speedway. Chris Hill trying to get his first win of his career. Came into the night 15th in the point standings with 1 top 10 finish. Wow. He's ran every race so far, only 1 top 10. That'd be pretty crazy to get a win here.
Yeah, it would be absolutely crazy to get a win here. Not only that, though, we're only halfway through this race. And if the second half is even just a quarter of the entertainment value that we got from the first half, oh, it's going to be a good race.
Yep, as we mentioned, Kyle Jarrett came in as the points leader. He's made $245 in 5 races. That's pretty good, but that's not the most. JC Floyd, in his only 3 starts, it's 2 less than Jarrett, has $250.
That's just insane.
And he's looking to add to it here. He's in a good spot to do it. Second place right now. Trying to get his 3rd win in 4 races.
I'll tell you what, JC Floyd has, the fact that he is restarting from 2nd is going to give Chris Hill a different challenge than when Sage Luther was starting alongside him. JC Floyd is, as we've seen, a very methodical driver. He doesn't really take too many risky maneuvers. He's just controlled, even when the car seems to not agree with his, driving style. But we haven't really seen this yet. We've seen almost him and the machine become one in a lot of these races, and he's now in prime position to give Chris Hill the biggest battle that he's had all race long.
Yeah, JC Floyd, I think, is in a great spot to potentially win this race. Tyler Jackson, he has come up through the field. He started back in the 7th spot. He's up to 4th. But, man, Kyle Jarrett there, right before that caution came out, was absolutely flying through the field. He started back in 8th. He's in 6th, so he's only gained 2 spots. But, it seemed like he just came out of nowhere there right before that caution came out and put himself right in the thick of things of this battle. The lights are out. We're going to go green next time by and see if we can go on another green flag run.
Did you notice that Tyler Jackson went to the entry of the wall in 1 just to see how it would affect his car's handling for a second?
Hey, that's what good drivers do. They test it out under yellow and see what it looks like.
I would not be shocked if we see him go up high as we get back to green flag racing. Jackson does go all the way up high, but he is following JC Floyd, who has the momentum. Floyd shoots out to the lead.
And he chops the nose on the 100 of Chris Hill and takes the top spot away. A little contact for 3rd. Luther got into the back of Jackson. Great driving by him, but the yellow is going to come back out. And I believe the number 11 car maybe. No, it was actually the number 5. The 5 of Charles Kleiss is the culprit here. He got hit from behind by the 22 of Joshua Thomas, flew through the infield, and the yellow flag comes out for car number 5. So
I don't think, now watching the replay on slow motion, and it doesn't look, it almost looks like he does get to the line, but I don't think JC Floyd is even going to have the... Is he going to have the lead here?
I don't think he is. Chris Hill's in front of him under yellow right now.
He passed the flag stand before the yellow flag was waved, but maybe, just maybe, the timing and scoring or when the yellow was triggered was different. Wow. So Chris Hill will still hold the lead. Gets lucky.
I'm thinking he's going to try something a little bit different on this next restart, if I'm not mistaken. I would think he tries to get a good jump and then potentially gets to the top and takes that line away from Floyd. If not, then he's going to regret it later on if he isn't able to take this win away, because he's been, I wouldn't say he's been the dominant car. Obviously, he's led every lap so far, but he's been, basically pushed around the track by Sage Luther, by JC Floyd, and maybe even another car. So it'd be interested to see what Chris Hill does here with that information. The lights are out, and we're about to find out what he does.
Well, I think we might see something similar with Tyler Jackson here. Actually, I'll tell you this. Tyler Jackson is starting on the inside here. So this is going to be an interesting restart as we didn't get that full lap completely finished. Back to green flag racing. Chris Hill down low. JC Floyd goes up high, takes that same line, but Chris Hill is going to try and slide up. Guess what? Couldn't do anything about it. It's almost identical. JC Floyd to the lead again.
Yep, Chris Hill not able to hold him off, and now Hill gets a shot in the shorts from the 45 of Sage Luther back on the 3rd spot. Here comes Kyle Jarrett, the blue 45. Oh, Hill's into the wall. He tapped it right there in turn number 2, keeps going, hangs on to 2nd, and here comes Kyle Jarrett.
Well, Chris Hill almost went over the hill, but he keeps it going, and he's in 2nd. He's got a long distance now between him and JC Floyd, 6/10. There's a whole swarm of buzzing bees behind them.
Wow, good stuff here from 5th on back. Reynolds, Jackson, Salas is there. Hopkins is there. They're 3 wide for about the 8th position off of turn number 4. Back there as well is the 84 of Dickinson as Floyd is pulling away. with the race lead right now, and he's only got 13 laps to go, and he's got a huge lead already, almost a second over Chris Hill.
He is trying to go for 3 straight wins here, and not just 3 straight wins, but 3 top 3. Oh no, big calamity! Big crash in turns 1 and 2. Multiple cars involved. That is a disaster.
And who is involved? Caden Reynolds was one of the cars getting together and stopping. We'll have to see what exactly happened here. Oh, and Reynolds, oh man, he got hip checked by Tyler Jackson and did about a 900. I want to say that's 3 360s, if I'm not mistaken, but they went down the front straightaway, and Jackson got into the back of Reynolds, and he wasn't able to turn, getting into the corner, and then going into turn 1, Jackson hip-checked him into the wall. He hits a little pole or something there and spins around a couple times. And an EOL for Jackson for the contact.
And I think that's a fair call as well, that Jackson gets that EOL, but my goodness, how consequential might that be for the 4th place driver in the standings? 71 points behind Kyle Jarrett.
Yeah, that is a huge moment there for Kyle Jarrett. You know, I mean, he was already had a big lead, and Jackson trying to close in on him, as well as who else back there? Hopkins was back there trying to catch up to him. You know, Floyd obviously is trying to catch up to him, but Jarrett is just so good come feature time. We've seen him have to run a couple of B mains, but he always delivers in the feature, and he's doing it again here tonight.
By the way, 3 360s is 1080.
It is?
It is.
What's a 900?
A 900 is 2.5 360s.
Oh, I didn't know that.
You know, I was doing the math. I'm like, wait a second. Wouldn't it be three 300s would equal 900?
Oh, yeah, I guess that's right. Yeah. I don't know why I always thought 900 was 3 360s. Huh.
I guess it was,
so remember... it's 2 360s and a 180?
Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
You remember the olden days when the Xbox 360's newest, the follow-up was going to be the Xbox 720?
Yes, I do remember that.
So I got a important message that the 900 is cool because you land backwards. And
you
yes.
land on your goofy foot.
Yes, and that might be from our broadcast director and producer, Mick.
Okay. Okay. I didn't get that message, so you must have some special channel where you guys get to talk to each other and I don't get to listen.
It's called My Phone Number, which yeah.
I do have that.
Do you actually have that?
I think so.
I don't even remember. Yeah, what? Caden Reynolds just said. This is an interesting broadcast and race. Caden Reynolds just did the moi sound on the live chat. This is just incredible. This racing has been amazing. There has been amazing incidents that, again, this is virtual racing, so everyone is safe. We've got JC Floyd dominating almost again. And then we've got thunderstorms. This has been, guys, like, our watchers. I hope you're enjoying it as much as we are, because we're enjoying this.
Yeah, it's been entertaining. There's no denying that. We've had quite a few crazy moments with guys flying over the wall, which is something that can only happen here at Cedar Lake. So whenever that happens, obviously it's very exciting. And then when you have a good racetrack and fast drivers at the front duking it out, it always makes it exciting as well. So we'll see if anybody can put up a challenge, though, for JC Floyd. I think if Kyle Jarrett can get clear of Chris Hill and Sage Luther, he might have something for him. But it's going to be tough to get by those two guys.
Another track you can fly off, River Cities.
That is true, except that's not in iRacing. So hopefully someday it is, because that's one of the best tracks I've ever been to.
Awesome area up there, too, in Grand Forks, North Dakota.
Awesome. I said to somebody I would not mind living there, except in the winter.
2 hours from Winnipeg.
The Jets. Mark Scheifele. I know him.
You actually know him?
No, I know hockey.
I'm like, wait a second. You know Mark Scheifele? I feel like I met somebody who is like cousins with Connor Hellebuck. Who is
he's the goalie, right?
Yes, of course.
Telling you, man, I've been watching a lot. And Tyler Jackson just got disqualified.
Oh,
I'm not sure. I'm not sure what happened there.
And we're going to green flag right now. Okay, so anyway, back to green flag racing. Hill into the wall, almost over the wall, and that's just going to allow JC Floyd to go way up in front.
Yep, Floyd, he enjoys seeing that in the rearview mirror. A couple guys going side by side and hitting the wall, and Jared is just trying to find a way by. You could tell the 45 car, the 045 I should say, is faster than the 100 and the straight up number 45. Now he looks to the inside of Hill. We'll see if he can make the pass for that third position. Here comes Drew Hopkins into the picture as well from 12th to 5th for the 157.
We've got a few drivers in that 10th, 11th, and 12th spot, all fighting for 5th, 6th, and 7th. So that's going to be an interesting run. Chris Hill from first. He is now falling deeper and deeper back into the field.
And Kyle Jarrett able to make it by him. And here comes Isaac Salas. Great run for him tonight, 10th to 4th, as he makes the pass on Hill and tries to go 3 wide with Jarrett and Luther. But, well, Sage Luther, holds serve, hangs on to the P2 position. Next time by will be 7 laps to go here at Cedar Lake.
Of course, Sage Luther, who in heat race number 2 won it from that first position. Not one of the fastest qualifiers in this race, in this entire session. Actually way back into the field. It might not matter at the end of the day because of the invert and his performance in the heat, and right now, the feature.
Yeah, absolutely. Now Salas is trying to take the 3rd spot away. Goes to the bottom. That car operates on the very inside of the racetrack. Down in 1 and 2. We'll see if he has that grip as well in 3 and 4. But Isaac Salas, really good night for the drive out of Minot, North Dakota.
Now, here's the question. Will we see lap traffic become a factor? There are 2 slower cars just in front of JC Floyd. And I believe that's Cody Nearing, and Brandon Sherpke. And right in front of them is the entire pack of cars. So this could get interesting.
Yeah, I think there needs to be a little bit of an incident. Oh, there's the incident. The yellow's out. Oh, we got one car parked on top of the tire barrier in turn 1. That is Billy Northcutt, top 5 in points driver. And he draws yellow with 4 laps to go. He's involved with the 44 machine of Justin Hopkins. They got together on the front stretch. How many times have we seen that tonight? Guys get together on the front stretch, and then they crash into that tire barrier.
It's, to me, it's just, you got to make sure you're clear if you're going to run back up to the wall. We've seen too much tonight, drivers, and just not knowing that there is another driver to their outside, and then they close the door when it's already too late to be closed, as we're catching the replay being spooled up right here. Potentially, yeah. So play it from that point. We see that there's some blinking going on, even though that's not exactly what happened, but nonetheless, it's just drivers not knowing that they have a side-by-side battle.
Yeah, we've seen that a couple times tonight, whether it's on the front stretch or the back stretch. I'm just still confused by what happened to Tyler Jackson, disqualified.
So I reached out to race director Jordan DeLucia for an explanation. Apparently, if they looked into the actual cams, the cockpits, I think what you would see is, and this is just me assuming from what Jordan said, I think they believe it was intentional for that wreck.
Okay. That makes sense. You can't have intentional wrecking, obviously, with this series. That's just not going to work out too well. So, wow, the former series champion is out. And we are coming back to the green flag. We're underway.
You have a car coming back onto the circuit as well, but waiting for everyone to get going. Joshua Thomas went down into the infield asking, will there not be a caution, as he feels that there was some unfortunate contact, but no caution. Cautions for safety, not for competition. Sage Luther in second. As we're coming to 2 laps to go, JC Floyd looking to go back to back to back.
Up 2 laps to go for JC Floyd, and man, oh man, is he really putting up a strong case for maybe being a championship contender in this one after missing the first 2 races of the season. He has been nearly unstoppable in his 4 events. He's looking for his 3rd win in those 4 races as we see the white flag.
White flag out. Sage Luther, no way he can catch Floyd. As he rounds 3 and 4. He finished 3rd in his first race, won the last 2, make it a 3-in-a-row victory streak for JC Floyd at Cedar Lake.
JC Floyd wins it, followed by Sage Luther. Great run for him tonight. Kyle Jarrett, 8th to 3rd. Isaac Salas, 10th to 4th. And Drew Hopkins, 12th to 5th. Behind them, Bryce Dickinson, Logan Catellis, Christopher Hill, Brunson Benning, and Kyle Ramsey will finish out the top 10 here tonight.
JC Floyd hit an invisible wall trying to get up to the checkered flag, by the way, as we saw on the broadcast. This is a cool picture right here to get.
Yeah, absolutely. And I like how Kyle Jarrett and Sage Luther parked right there in front of him as well. That's definitely a good picture that I'm sure Jordan DeLucia will use when making his write-up for this race. As we await the arrival of JC Floyd here into the broadcast booth, as, like you said, has been just super, super good. And actually, real quick, Dylan, if you want to talk to Kyle Jarrett, he's here, our 3rd place finisher tonight.
Yeah, Kyle Jarrett, of course, finishing 3rd, jumping 5 spots over the course of those 35 laps. That was an interesting race for everyone involved. Kyle, how you feeling after it?
Yeah, that race is just so treacherous up at the top of the track there. And, I felt like just kind of like last week, it was a survival race. And I tried playing the invert, and it didn't really do me much. Still started in the back of the heat race. But, all in all, just happy to come away with 3rd and just trying to be consistent with the points.
Now, this is a race that your competitors are mostly kind of falling off a little bit. Tyler Jackson, of course, with the DQ. Billy Northcutt with his problem. Adam Carlisle not in the race. So, really, you're looking at Drew Hopkins and now maybe JC Floyd as your championship competitors. How do you feel your chances are as the season goes on?
Hopefully I've had enough of those qualifying points to, kind of stand out. I don't think anymore I'm going to try and play the invert. I'm just going to sit there and, try and qualify, because I think at the end of the day, JC hasn't lost a race really since he's came in here. So, just try and stack up as much points as I can and hopefully beat JC and Drew.
All right. Well, thank you so much, and well done on the podium finish, Kyle.
Thank you, sir.
Not a problem. Chase, definitely a fun race seeing how that went in there. So I believe we've got JC Floyd here, and you want to take it away with the winner?
Yeah, JC, nice job again here tonight. Your 3rd win in 4 starts. It's been nothing short of dominating since you've joined up here with the DIRTcar eSports series. And man, oh man, it is, you are definitely putting up a strong case to maybe contend for this championship, even though you've missed 2 races. Obviously we're going to have to wait for the points to be updated, but you are definitely going to gain wholesale ground on some of the guys in front of you after that one.
Yeah, I've wanted to basically just come here for wins, but obviously we're making our way to the front, so maybe we're going to try to go for first now. So,
well, tell us about the race here tonight. You're running 2nd, running 3rd for a majority of that deal, and that restart really helped you out when Chris Hill went to the bottom, and you were able to sail around him on the top of the racetrack. How'd you get it done?
It's kind of easy, like here with the starts, because there's like that starting zone. So once you kind of learn where like somebody likes to go, you kind of catch on. So I kind of timed it right both times, got to the top, and Chris is one of my good buddies. Me and him, work together on the street stock setups for House of Speed. So we race with each other a lot. So we kind of know how both of us like to drive. So.
Well, tonight, obviously, picking up the win at Cedar Lake. Now, next week, we've ran a couple of, bull rings here in a row, 3 in a row, and now we head back to Knoxville. One of my personal favorites on the sim for these street stocks. Are you excited for that one?
Oh, yeah. I love Knoxville because I'm from Iowa, so it's probably one of my favorite tracks on this game. So might have to go for qualifying points next week because that track's a little easier to pass on, so see what we can do.
All right, JC, congratulations on the win tonight.
Appreciate you guys. Thank you.
All right, Dylan, JC Floyd, the winner here tonight. Do not have our 2nd place finisher, Sage Luther, so I think that's going to close out the interviews tonight.
I think so, too. And actually, I was going to comment about Sage. He has been, I believe, since at the very least Season 2. I can't see if he was in Season 1 of anything with the street stocks. I believe this is his first top 5 finish. And,
really?
Yeah, from what I just looked up, I believe it's his first top 5. Of course, second place for Luther. And he ran really well, especially with the invert and everything like that. So great job to Sage. And, of course, congrats on the win to JC Floyd and the final podium spot with Kyle Jarrett, who has extended, I think, his lead. JC Floyd's coming now.
Yeah, he definitely is. He's going to make it interesting down the stretch, especially with the addition of that race at the end with Williams Grove. So a lot to look forward to here, and we'll do it all again next Wednesday.
Absolutely. Next Wednesday, we will be back, of course, at Knoxville Raceway in Knoxville, Iowa, before going to Weed Sport Speedway and Weed Sport, New York. Hey, those are 2 tracks that have the names after the towns they're in. But it was a fun one, a wacky one, and overall, another win for JC Floyd. From Chase Rodman and myself, Dylan Coyle, and of course, our wonderful producer, Mick McMahon. Thank you so much for watching here on DIRTcar eSports. Good night and good racing.
This has been a presentation of Dirt Vision, a World Racing Group property. To get information about upcoming broadcasts, visit us on social media or at dirtvision.com.